what better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. So we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Pistol. Regular. Alert. Watch out.
Baker now off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense no doubt jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's 2nd and long.
180! Hey, alert!
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
King! Watch out!
Abani Kanda now up the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Run. Bet. Up.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
180! Point it right. Pistol. Watch out!
Throwing again is Baker. Short pass, Bryant. And he's stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one gains 7. And the Steelers have the first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forwards and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert!
Baker now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Abanikanda, and he runs it across, touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Tiger 19, Dragon 60. Ready.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
From the red zone on 1st. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Richardson to throw again. That's cut at the 4. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Beginning on the ground. Here's Gorindo. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They kick the running back in motion.
Regular. Kings. Up. One time.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dumps. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Pistol. Check out. 180.
Gorindo running between the tackles. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. Ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Drawing up the design keeper. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And they cannot be happy to have spent all 3 of theirs in this opening quarter. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
King! 180! Hurry!
Putting a receiver in motion.
Point it right. What's up?
3rd down, here's Mayfield. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. To the air on this 1st down, Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. It's a designed run for Richardson. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First and goal. Here's Irving. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Banjo. 19, 18. Go.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
First and 10 from the 32.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
19 tight.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. It's a design keeper, it's Richardson. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 10.
Here's Luke to kick it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
180! Pistol. Hurry! Hey, alert 33! Watch out!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
180! Real. Regular. Alert. Up.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
King!
1st down, here's Baker. It's a big strike downfield to Nguka. There it is! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Touchdown.
The Steelers making a one-score game in the 1st half.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 4.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Richardson on 1st and 10. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Mixon has a hole left, room to run. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens out lead by 10. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hack, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Well set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry! 180! Point it right, point it right. Run. Hey, we're 33. Done.
Mayfield now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Real. Regular. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. Finds him on the crossing route. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What's up?
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
180! Hurry! Hey, alert! Kings! Point it right. Run. Watch.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a one-score game before halftime. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah,
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
Hey, alert!
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Pistol. Real. Regular. What's up?
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Steelers 25. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, and he eats the hit to bring it into that. Right in the 25-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Richardson. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. The catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
14 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Now Richardson to throw. And finds Ayuk complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
60 Bison.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Viking 18. Trap 60.
Once more now, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Now a designed run. Here's Richardson. That's the first down, and he's still going. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 35, Steelers 25. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Lobs this deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Steelers 32. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 19 Cardinal, 19 Cardinal, 19.
Looking to throw. it's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it.
5-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion and nets them the first down.
4-yard line.
Irvin here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down right at
These
5
big D
yards.
tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
This is Irvin on second. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
19, 18. Go.
3rd and long for him here. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Baltimore first down.
18
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's a design run for Richardson. Running in the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
20. Real.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. A throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 20. And the Steeler first down.
First down, here's Baker. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Caught by Freiermuth. He's lined up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Point it right.
Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
You know, Kay, we worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and talk back. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
First down throw here from Richardson. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Richardson on 1st and 10. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Heavy Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 60. Panther 60. 79 Broncos. Dragon 6. Go.
Richardson now. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.
Ravens 49, Steelers 32.
He's set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to him. 1st and 10.
Kings.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing again is Baker. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Offensive line fast. 3rd and long, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, okay with the game that they've put together. It's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Kevin, ready, ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's cut at the 4. And he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
Ready, set.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, go.
Looking inside the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end